Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. You know, every night I stand here and I make jokes about all of Donald Trump's lies. But today, I think I might owe him an apology. Because it turns out it's even worse if he tells the truth. Because people are, I think, rightfully freaking out over an honest answer Donald Trump gave to a pretty simple question from George Stephanopoulos.
Your campaign this time around, if foreigners, if Russia, if China, if someone else offers you information on an opponent, should they accept it or should they call the FBI?
I think maybe you do both. I think you might want to listen. There's nothing wrong with listening.
Sure, I mean, a campaign accepting help from a foreign country is against the law, but since when is breaking the law a crime? I mean, do both. You know, why not? Do the wrong thing and the right thing. Let's just kill two birds with one crime.
Then Stephanopoulos gave Trump an opportunity to not publicly betray our democracy.
Do you want that kind of interference in our elections?
It's not an interference. They have information. I think I'd take it.
Oh, we know you take it. You took it. The question is, why are you admitting it? This is like Nixon saying, I am a crook. Just ask that deep throat guy. He's got me dead to rights. Lock me up. Lock me up. Lock me. Face wasn't right? That face wasn't right. Trump even gave a terrible example to prove his terrible point.
If somebody called from a country, Norway, we have information on your opponent. Oh, I think I'd want to hear it.
Okay, George, I'll play your little game. How about I get a little dirt from a harmless little country like Norway? Or Sweden? Or Finland? Or just randomly heading east here, Russia? What's the difference? Norway, Russia, both cold, both very cold.
Right now, you got to imagine Robert Mueller is just getting home with all of his boxes after clearing out his office, turns on the TV, and he's like, damn it, honey, I'm going back to work. I'll see you in another 2 years. I don't understand. I just tried to retire. I tried to retire. Can't retire. Then Stephanopoulos pushed Trump on why he wouldn't call the FBI.
I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of things over my life. I don't think in my whole life I've ever called the FBI. In my whole life.
I've never called the FBI. Not even when I fired the FBI director. They had to hear it from CNN.
And also, true story.
I heard it on the television.
True story. Trump also had another reason not to call the FBI. They're just so darn busy.
If I thought there was something wrong, I'd go maybe to the FBI, if I thought there was something wrong. But when somebody comes up with Oppo research, right? They come up with Oppo research. Oh, let's call the FBI. The FBI doesn't have enough agents to take care of it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. It's like an arsonist saying, I know this building is burning down, but I don't want to bother the fire department. They've got to be slammed with all the fires I'm starting around here. Then, Stephanopoulos brought up a similar case.
Al Gore got a stolen briefing book. He called the FBI.
Well, that's different. A stolen briefing book. This isn't a stolen.
Yes, it is a stolen. Hillary Clinton's emails were stolen.
Totally different. Those emails were in a computer, and everyone knows laws don't apply there, okay? Down in there, it's all ruled by Tron and the guys on the laser motorcycles going around. Olivia Wilde. Magic.
We laugh because it's evil. And it's evil and it's stupid. Because for the last 2 years, every other word out of this guy's mouth was no collusion. He personally dictated the statement about Don Jr.'s Trump Tower meeting, saying it was about adoption. so we wouldn't know it was about collusion. He spent 2 years, according to Robert Mueller, obstructing justice so we wouldn't know the truth on his level of collusion. Then George Stephanopoulos says, hey, if a foreign government wants to collude, would you do it?
Sure, I mean, who wouldn't collude? I love colluding. Collude, collude, collude. I love doopy-doopy, collude, collude, collude. You know, if I ever had another daughter, I'd name her Kuludanka.
This morning, Trump defended himself further, tweeting,
I meet and talk to foreign governments every day. I just met with the Queen of England, UK, the Prince of Wales.
the Prince of Wales, with an H.
Prince of Wales, fantastic guy. I threatened him with plankton tariffs, okay? I mean, I scared this guy. I got right up in his krill, but he says wonderful things about me, like,
I got the Rosetta Stone humpback for Christmas. But let's go back to that tweet again.
I meet and talk with foreign governments every day. I just met with the Queen of England, UK, Prince of Wales, the PM of the United Kingdom, the PM of Ireland, the President of France, and the President of Poland. We talked about everything. Should I immediately call the FBI about these calls and meetings? How ridiculous.
Yes, how ridiculous. Those are our closest allies. No one is saying that talking to foreigners is illegal. They're saying committing crimes with foreigners is illegal. There's a huge difference. It's like the difference between saying, I like to spend time with my family, and I like to spend time with the Manson family. But, Trump has his defenders, like former Pennsylvania Senator and Ken doll with even smoother genitals. Rick Santorum.
He did say he would turn it over to the FBI. So what I think he was talking. The president throws terms maybe, odd. I mean, he has sort of, as we all do, we have filler words that we throw out there and that don't mean what they say. Like, I think.
Yes. True. You can always tell that it's just filler words that mean nothing whenever Rick Santorum says, I think. Basically, Santorum's saying that words don't mean what they mean. He must have Merriam-Webster's new Choose Your Own Adventure dictionary. Another person in Trump's corner this morning was one of his Fox and Friends, Ainsley Earhardt. She agrees that when foreign governments call to offer to manipulate the election in your favor, it's silly Billy to call the FBI.
Could you imagine, though, what do you say? Hi, I'm running for Congress, and Norway called, and they have some information on my opponent. What's the FBI going to do? You think they're going to be like, oh, we're right on it. We're going to investigate that.
Yeah.
Probably
Norway?
not.
Actually, I think...
Right. You're crazy. We'll call you back.
Yeah. What's the Federal Bureau of Investigation going to do? Investigate? Come on. You're crazy. I mean, what are you going to do? Call 911 and say, oh, help, I'm being murdered. Oh, I'm being murdered by a Norwegian. Right, okay? Right, just be murdered. We'll call you back. Here's the thing. Ainsley got a little pushback from her co-friend, Brian Kilmeade.
Put it this way, nothing's free in this world. You don't want a foreign government or a foreign entity giving you information because they're going to want something back. And if China does say, hey, President Trump, I got information on Pete Buttigieg, the president should say, hey, keep it. Keep it. I got this. Right, because I don't want to owe China or Russia something in return.
Did you see what you did, Donald Trump? You did something worse than treason. You made me agree with Brian Kilmeade. No! It burns! It burns! Acting. Trump and Stephanopoulos also discussed Trump's latest project, his plans to redesign Air Force One, and Trump is really proud of his new plane.
It's a 747. But you know, it's a much bigger plane.
It is, sir.
Bigger wingspan.
Dash 8, so.
It's a much bigger wingspan.
And you know what they say about a president with a big wingspan? Tiny cockpit. We got a great show for you tonight.